Thanks for tuning in to hear about our project, Exploring Graduate Student Experiences of Communication Partner Training for People with Aphasia. My name is Katie Strong, and I'm from Central Michigan University. I'm here today with Esther Kim from the University of Alberta. We're here representing our research team, Carly Wilson from the University of Alberta, Ora Kagan from the Aphasia Institute, and Nina Simmons-Mackey from Southeastern Louisiana University. We'd like to tell you a bit about how this project came to be before we dig into it.
So Katie and I each teach courses on aphasia at our universities, and we discovered that we were both using the Aphasia Institute's e-learning module for supported conversation for adults in an assignment. So we got to talking a little bit more about how we used it, and we found out that we each use this module as the foundation for an assignment designed to prepare students to be better communication partners for people with aphasia. And as you know, this requires some specialized training, and we each wanted to have some opportunities for our students to build confidence and skills in this critical area. So we decided to explore the experiences of our students after they had participated in these activities.
We went through our respective IRBs and received approval or exemption for the project. Between the two universities, we had 79 first-year graduate students. Since this data was collected during the pandemic, all of the assignment activities were virtual. We'd like to tell you about those assignment activities. As you know, we both used the Aphasia Institute's e-learning module as the central component for our assignments. But then depending on the university, students engaged in other experiential learning activities, such as listening to a podcast, reading articles, viewing videos, engaging in role plays, completing an in-person supported conversation workshop, and having conversations with people with aphasia. Regardless of the university, as a final assignment component, students completed a written reflection of their experiences. And these written reflections were used for a thematic analysis that we conducted using Brown and Clark's methodology. So Esther, let's dig into the results.
So we found 3 themes overall in our data. So the first one, learning process, was really related to the pedagogy. And this theme was related to how the content was delivered and reflected on, and how the planned learning experiences provided meaningful engagement for meeting the learning objectives. So some of the sub-themes that we found supported that overarching theme. The first one was that e-learning module was essential. So the students really resonated with the e-learning module as demonstrated by this quote: completing the SCA learning module first before we delved into the role play and the interaction activities was crucial to the success we had. The second sub-theme was role play. So students really appreciated how by role playing, they had a safe way to practice these new skills. And so the quote here, one of the students said, "I'm glad we had an opportunity to participate in our role play first because it was low pressure situation to practice our skills and receive feedback from our classmates." And then finally, the third theme, sub-theme here, related to just the variety of activities that were available. And it really showcased that the students enjoyed having different activities that allowed them to engage in different modalities for learning. So one of the quotes here was that the integrated activities have helped me bring words into action.
So while theme 1 was related to pedagogy, themes 2 and 3 related to outcomes. The essence of theme 3, starting to feel like a clinician, was that students recognized the importance of communication partner training, and they recognized growth in their own skills. We've selected 2 of the sub-themes to share with you. Sub-theme 1, recognizing people with aphasia as people. The activities really seem to help students understand that clients and family members are people too. And this quote, the student said, "Our understanding is that the client still is intelligent, still responsive, and is still a person, is crucial to our service delivery to a person with aphasia." So we felt that really highlighted that theme of recognizing people as people. Subtheme 2 was increasing confidence, and this quote sums up that subtheme. These experiences made me more excited for future client interactions and further decreased my anxiety when I think about how I'm going to connect with clients. Theme 3, also an outcome theme, was moving forward. We were really excited to see that students were empowered to expand their views of how to advocate for their clients and also how they might apply their knowledge and skills to future practice. We'd like to showcase 2 sub-themes, the first being advocacy. The activities really provided examples and energy for students to see how to utilize this training to advocate for people with aphasia. We thought this quote was a great example of empowerment. I was blown away at the commitment a therapist can have towards a cause they truly care about. Going through the process of grants and starting such a great organization opened my eyes to the possibility this field can offer. And subtheme 3, future practice, students seemed committed in how they might use this new knowledge and skills in their future practice, as shown in this quote. Ultimately, these experiences have given me confidence and insight into how I can better support conversations in the future. I'm so motivated to put these skills into practice and form meaningful connections with future clients.
So over here on the right in the discussion section, we've got Kolb's model of experiential learning. And we thought that this was a really appropriate model to apply to what we learned from this project, looking at our graduate student experiences. So in our case, the students had concrete experiences with communication partner training and the opportunity for reflective observation through the writing prompts. And these experiences allowed students to have an abstract conceptualization of their learning experiences and then active experimentation where they could visualize how they would incorporate this learning into future clinical experiences. We also noted that the importance of reflection in the learning process, it really helps set up students to become lifelong learners. So something that we hope for in all of our clinicians. And finally, that students felt empowered during the activity, that we noted that there were many of these aha moments in the reflections, and that this training may be a catalyst for developing their clinical selves.
Well, thanks for listening to our project. We really appreciate your interest. And as we wrap up, we'd like to give a hearty thanks to Melody Chan from the Aphasia Institute and Gabby Good from Central Michigan University for their support in this project. Feel free to reach out to either of us if you have any questions or comments.
Thank you.